If you could freeze time at the peak of the Shinobi era and force two perfect prodigies into the same battlefield, this is the fight you would get. No Edo Tensei immortality. No sickness holding anyone back. No emotional hesitation. Just pure killing intent. The man who turned teleportation into a weapon versus the man who turned eye contact into a death sentence. Hey there. Welcome to my channel Shinobi Empire, where you learn Naruto better. This video is not a popularity debate. This is not nostalgia. This is a live Minato Namikaze versus healthy alive Itachi Uchiha. A true deathmatch. And by the end of this video, one of them is not walking away. Understanding Minato. Minato's reputation as the fastest shinobi to ever live is actually the least interesting thing about him. What makes him terrifying is that his speed is tied to a complete combat system. The flying Raijin is not a movement technique. It is instantaneous space-time displacement. When Minato throws a marked kunai, that location becomes an extension of his body. He can teleport to it with zero travel time, meaning there is no acceleration, no motion, nothing for the Sharingan to track in the traditional sense. In a fight, that means Minato can appear behind you without crossing the distance, dodge an attack after it has already been launched, attack from multiple angles in succession. And once he places a formula on you, even a small touch, you are no longer fighting Minato. You are fighting the entire battlefield, because from that moment forward, no matter where you are, he can teleport directly to your body whenever he wants. This is how he dismantles opponents stronger than himself. Not through raw power, but through positional inevitability. But Flying Raijin is only the foundation. Minato combines it with sensor-type perception, which allows him to detect chakra and intent without relying on his eyes. That matters in a fight against a Sharingan user, because it reduces his dependence on direct visual tracking. And there's something else that elevates Minato to an entirely different tier that many Naruto fans don't know till this day. He is a perfect Sage Mode user. Minato can enter Sage Mode and instantly gain access to massively enhanced sensory perception, meaning he can feel his opponent's presence anywhere in the world, chakra fluctuations, and killing intent without needing to make eye contact. His reactions become sharper, his attacks hit harder, and his durability increases. His reaction speed is high enough to process and respond to point-blank attacks from characters operating at Kage level, and his mind works just as fast. Minato doesn't need multiple exchanges to understand a technique. He sees it once and starts building the counter immediately. Then there's the Rasengan, an A-rank jutsu he created from studying the tailed beast's bomb. The Rasengan is a spinning ball of pure chakra that grinds through a target's internal organs with violent, spiraling force. It's a technique designed specifically for instant application. No hand signs, no charge time. It's the perfect partner for teleportation because the attack exists the moment he appears. If it lands cleanly, it does catastrophic internal damage. Minato is also a master in the art of sealing. He isn't limited to physical damage. He can immobilize, restrict, or even trade his life to take yours using sealing jutsu. In a deathmatch, that makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the series, because he always has a final move. And unlike many high-level shinobi, Minato fights with extreme efficiency. He doesn't burn chakra unnecessarily, he ends fights quickly. That matters, because his opponent is Itachi. Understanding Itachi. Itachi is not powerful in the traditional sense. He is not overwhelming in physical strength or chakra reserves. He is lethal, because every one of his abilities is designed to end fights instantly. The Sharingan alone gives him predictive vision. He can read muscle tension, chakra flow, and micro movements to anticipate attacks before they happen. Against most opponents, this makes him untouchable in close combat. Itachi is a specialist in Genjutsu, a master in this art and the best user in the Naruto verse. He doesn't rely on a single technique. Genjutsu is woven into the way he fights, the way he moves, the way he creates openings. He can cast illusions through the smallest visual cues, trap opponents without them realizing it, layer false scenarios over real ones, and control the flow of battle without throwing a single physical attack. That's how deadly he is. But the Mangekyo Sharingan is where the battlefield changes. Itachi possesses the Mangekyo Sharingan, an evolved and powerful version of the Sharingan that grants 3 unique abilities. Tsukuyomi. It's not just a Genjutsu. It is absolute control over your consciousness. Basically Itachi's domain, where he manipulates space and time in your mind. In the real world, only a fraction of a second passes. Inside the illusion, Itachi can torture you for what feels like days. Your body is left standing, but your mind is shattered. In a deathmatch, that means if Minato is caught in direct eye contact, even once without a countermeasure, the fight ends instantly. He also possesses the Amaterasu, that is just as dangerous in a different way. These are unquenchable black flames that ignite at the point of Itachi's vision. They don't travel through space like a fireball. They simply appear where he looks. They burn through almost anything and continue burning until the target is completely consumed. Against a teleporting opponent, this becomes a timing game, because if Minato materializes in Itachi's line of sight for even a moment too long, he risks instant ignition. And when the fight becomes dangerous, Itachi brings out the Susanoo. Itachi's Susanoo is not just a defensive avatar, it is a spiritual weapons platform. His Susanoo wields the Yada Mirror, a shield that is said to adapt to any incoming attack by changing its chakra nature, effectively nullifying it from the front. That means brute force approaches are useless. Itachi combines the shield with the Totsuka blade, one of the most broken weapons in the entire series. It doesn't cut the body, it seals your soul into a Genjutsu world. One clean hit and the fight is over permanently. So when Itachi activates Susanoo, he becomes almost impossible to damage head-on, capable of one-shot sealing, protected from blitz attempts. And this is all being controlled by a mind that plans multiple steps ahead. A healthy Itachi also means something very important. His stamina problem is drastically reduced. The rapid deterioration we saw in his fight with Sasuke is no longer a factor here. He can maintain Mangekyo abilities longer, which changes the pacing of the battle. But Itachi's real weapon is his mind. He doesn't just react to what you do, he prepares for what you will do. This fight is decided by one question. Can Itachi catch Minato before Minato marks him? Sage Mode allows Minato to fight without relying on eye contact, removing the easiest path to Tsukuyomi. But every teleport into attack range puts him within reach of the Totsuka blade. So the battle becomes a series of instant exchanges. If Minato lands one touch, Flying Raijin turns the fight into non-stop blind spot assaults. If Itachi lands one visual trap, the fight ends immediately. The longer the fight lasts, the more it favors Minato's efficiency over Mangekyo's stamina. So, in conclusion, in this battle, Minato Namikaze takes the win. His Flying Raijin gives him the edge in this extreme battle. It removes him from Itachi's line of sight before Genjutsu can fully take hold. His reactions let him evade Amaterasu, and his sealing jutsu gives him a clean way around Susanoo. Itachi has faster one-shot win conditions, but Minato controls the pace and positioning of the fight, and that consistency decides the battle. And that's how this battle plays out at the highest level. Not just power against power, but timing, intelligence, and who controls the fight. One mistake decides everything here. So now I want your decision. Are you going with Minato's speed and sealing, or Itachi's Genjutsu and spiritual weapons? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoy real, no-bias Naruto and Boruto matchups explained like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with a fellow fan, because the next matchup battle is going to be even crazier. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected.